So in this software spotlight, we will actually talk about how KNIME gets even SaaSier and what we do in terms on Community Hub developments. So how do we get even SaaSier? And to give you a little bit of a context, I wanted to show you a really brief and short history of the KNIME Community Hub and what we did there in the last couple of years. In 2019, actually, at the Spring Summit in Berlin, we announced the Community Hub. So it was the 6-year anniversary some days ago, actually. And we announced it as a platform where you could collaborate and share data science. You could collaborate with the community. You could find blueprints to get started with your work. You could get information to upskill yourself on certain topics. A little bit later in the same year, we had a blog post called Introducing More Hub Features. So what we did there is we opened up the hub a little bit, that you could actually start uploading workflows not only in public spaces, what you might have done before to share them, but also into your personal private space where you could save and securely store them as a backup, for example. A little bit later, we also opened up the public spaces that you can invite collaborators, work together on the public spaces with the community. That was in 2021. And then after a bit of like a more silent phase in the Community Hub, where we did a lot of like little enhancements and some first pre-testing of what we released in 2024, we actually announced the workflow automation on KNIME Community Hub. And this is what you might know as the KNIME Team Plan. That's our real first commercial offering, also on the Community Hub, where you can actually not only collaborate in private, but also start scheduling and automating workflows. And what we wanted to do in this session actually is we wanted to get one of our team plan customers on stage. However, this spontaneously didn't work out. So I'm really happy that we found Gergely and Vicky, who volunteered to actually talk a little bit more about what workflow automation on KNIME Community Hub actually does for you. And Vicky is our customer success manager, and Gergely is our product owner SaaS. But in the next 5 minutes, they will switch roles. Vicky will actually be a workflow developer, and Gergely will act as her grumpy boss. So thank you very much. Demo.
All right. Victoria, there you are. I didn't get the report this morning. What happened?
Oh no, I'm sorry about that. I got sick yesterday and I completely forgot to set it up before I left.
Oh, but that's a huge problem. I rely on that report every day. I need those metrics. So if you're just sick or on vacation, there's no way to get the report? Cannot somebody else just run the workflow?
No, the workflow is saved on my local KNIME Analytics platform, and I'm the only one who has access to it.
That's just unsustainable. We need a better way than that. There must be something.
So actually, I read a success story on the KNIME website, which is about a similar use case of manual reporting, and they solved it by implementing the team plan.
Oh, sounds interesting. How does that work?
So I just signed up for a 30-day free trial that you can currently do. So let me just show it to you. So instead of the workflow being stuck on my local KNIME Analytics platform, I can upload it to the team plan. So from the team plan, I can manage and collaborate with the work. From the team plan, I can centrally store and manage the workflows, so I can collaborate with my team members. So I just uploaded the workflow that I use to generate the report every morning in this private space down here. So this is the folder, and here you can see a preview of the workflow. And from here, I could now create a schedule, so it runs automatically every day. So let me just show you how easy and straightforward it is. I click on deploy over here, create schedule, then I select the initial execution date. So let's say from tomorrow on, you want the report in your mailbox automatically at 6 a.m. in the morning. And we want to repeat the execution every day, but not on Saturdays and Sundays, of course. And that's already it. Now I can create the schedule, and in case I get sick or I'm out of office, you still have the report in your mailbox.
Oh, sounds great. Sounds like what we need.
Vicky, I think this is one use case you have seen with success stories, customers you talk to, right? You talked to a lot of them recently. What else do you see in terms of use case? What did you do?
So our team plan customers are coming from a wide range of fields, from performance marketing to investment management, public transportation, or even agriculture. And their use cases are just as diverse. So let me tell you a little bit more about my favorite two use cases. The first one is coming from a marketing agency, and their performance marketing team built KNIME workflows for their clients to analyze product catalogs, identify sale prices, and calculate key metrics like highest available discount or lowest price per category. And with a team plan, they automated these workflows to run daily and push the latest results directly to Google Ads. So when you search for a specific product, whether it's headphones, running shoes, or hotel deals, you always find the best available discount. The second use case is similar to the one Gergely and me presented. It's from an investment management company, and every quarter they face the challenge of creating manual reports for 20 of their funds, which is a really time-consuming and also tedious task. And with the team plan, they automate this whole process. They pull data from 20 cloud-based data sources, then format everything so it fits to each investor's template, and then run it automatically every week, which is pretty cool, I think.
Cool. And I think both of these use cases can be actually found on the KNIME.com page
Exactly.
as success stories, right?
Yes.
Okay, super. Thank you, Vicky, again for doing that with us today. Getting back to the slides, please, just quickly. So we talked a little bit about, workflow automation on KNIME Community Hub. But today I'm actually really happy to also announce that we, since 3 days, I guess, or 4 days, more or less, you can now not only do scheduling and ad hoc execution, but you can also deploy data apps and share them with members of your team or outside of your team that they can get access to that. And since this is a brand new feature on the Community Hub, I asked Gergely to prepare a little demo and show you how it works.
Yeah, thank you. Let me show it to you. So just using the same theme we did. All right, so data apps are now available on KNIME Community Hub since Monday, actually. If you are not familiar with data apps yet, they're basically, you can create, just look at the example, you can create an interactive user interface in front of all the awesome things you could already build in KNIME. But what are they really? They are just, you grab your workflow, add a few views, widgets, put it in a component, and just upload it to your hub. Once you have it on the hub, I have it in this space in my team. There is a new option here that was not here previously. You can just say, I want to create a data app out of this. You can even categorize it. So I will show you a little bit later. It's easy to find if you give it the nice categories. You would just say create. I actually created it beforehand. And just to show off that you can have multiple of these and you have a management place for that. And the next big thing is you can actually share this data app on the Community Hub with anyone who's a registered user. So they don't really have to even be a member of your team. Anybody else, whether it be a consumer of data or just someone outside of your team, can also use it once you shared it with it. So all they have to do is go to their data app portal, where they have all those reports. I gave these the category management report, so I can find the management report. And I think I wanted to show you 2 examples. The first one is a little bit of a look back to our little role play. So if I would be the grumpy manager again, and I wanted my report, I no longer need a schedule. I can just come to the portal, run it, have an interactive interface for it, and get fresh data whenever I just need it. But there are many different things you can build in the data app. This was just a very simple dashboard. You can build interactive data operations with the UI. You can add many different things. I thought as a second example, it would be a good idea to look back to our previous speeches a little bit. So you guys seen Michael talk about the Ask Me Anything data app and showing it a little bit, and Emilio showed you how to build it. So I just took that blueprint that's available, I put it on the KNIME Community Hub, and I have an agentic data app running right here. I can ask it, what kind of tools do you have access to? Just as an example, I can just ask my workflow, my agent, and it will tell me that it can retrieve information from KNIME employees, community members, support tickets, etc. Obviously, you can put your own tools in there. So if you are using Salesforce, HubSpot, Zendesk, anything else, you can just build it out, grab the same blueprint, and you have a data app just like this.
Thank you very much. And for this agent, obviously, we only have access to data, which is also publicly available somehow in the cloud, right? So it's not accessing in-house data or anything. Besides that, data apps are cool, nice. What's next on the Community Hub?
All right, so I brought a little bit of a look into the future of Community Hub, two of the best or most exciting features for me that I want to show off. So first, you guys have heard about the secret store before in Jim's speech yesterday. Whoever is using the Business Hub here might be familiar with it already. It's making its way to the Community Hub in the upcoming weeks. So you will have a secure storage for all your credentials and secrets you might need to connect to your data sources. You will be able to share it with your team or just use the personal ones. It supports all the usual, most used secret types that you might need, and it will be part of the team plan. So that's Secret Store, coming in a few weeks. The second one is services. So you guys seen that we had scheduling as an automation tool for like a year now, a bit more than a year now. Now we came out with data apps. And there's a next step of automation where scheduling was, it runs whenever you scheduled it. Data apps are kind of on demand. With services, you will be able to call your KNIME workflow via an API right on KNIME Community Hub. You can deliver any kind of payload to the REST API and get back the result you needed. Some use cases that I tried myself with it already as we are testing it is whenever somebody actually signs up for the Community Hub, I set up a little bit of Stripe integration. So Stripe webhook calls my workflow. My workflow does a little bit of analysis. It even calls an LLM and gives me some information in a Slack message. But there are many different kind of automations you will be able to set up on Community Hub as well.
So, next slide. Thank you very much. Try it yourself, either on your Business Hub if you have it available. Those features are all available also on the Business Hub or on the KNIME Community Hub Teams. Get your team today. We are happy to hear your feedback and your thoughts on that during lunch and after, of course. Thank you very much, Gergely. And also a big shout out to Vicky again.